if you're single, this is a perfect house.
So unusual design. Where did you get this idea?
If you rent a villa in Bali, this is what you get. This is from Florida, that's from South Africa. The house looks like wood. It's mostly, the structure's all steel. I thought that this would be such a wonderful idea. No, we've got the price 22%. Everything we could think of, we did something about. And that cost about twice what I thought it should have. How many times have you been on somebody's building project, you drop a concrete block and it shatters?
Yeah. No rust.
No rust, and it's really heavy. We'll get a load that's great. And then the next load, no, they cut corners on everything. Everything can be solved, it's just expensive. The hardest thing we did was the glass walls. But the idea is you can leave the whole house open behind concrete walls, razor wire. If I was single, this would be spectacular.
Hello guys, today we will show you another property of Steve. We already showed you big house mansion in Dauin. We showed you remote resort in the province, and now it's time for another property in downtown. So in Dumaguete, it's totally different place, yeah, and totally different vibe. Yeah. So, Steve, is it a big square area? I mean, of the lot here?
The lot's about average. It's 720 square meters.
Yeah, because land here is much more expensive here than.
Yeah, we're in town. We're in a very nice neighborhood. We're in Dauin. So across the street is Teva's family that lives in the U.S. Behind this is a dermatologist and the congressman.
Oh,
so
nice neighbors.
Nice neighbors. They're big houses, lots of trees, and we're about 100 meters from the beach.
Yeah, and another thing that I think should be mentioned, that we are in a dead end. Yeah,
we're in a dead end. It's a private driveway for 3 houses.
Yeah, so there is no noise, no motorcycles, tricycles, as you can hear a lot in the Philippines. It's really quiet. We are recording outside and there is no noise.
Yeah, so, it's unusual.
Yeah, let's go inside.
Okay. Well, the idea of the house is you can open up all the glass wall. All the walls are glass and they fold. So you can open them all up. So you can either leave the car park area open to the driveway and then secure the house, or you can secure the car park and then leave this open. But once you're inside the property, you open everything up. It's not, the walls are solid concrete, the razor wire, and this is why. So you feel
smooth.
You feel safe. Yeah.
And so unusual design. Where did you get this idea?
I saw one in Indonesia.
Oh.
And we made it. So it's steel, stainless bolts. Yeah, and we invented, well, we didn't invent, we fabricated the bearing system to hold it. It's very heavy. There's a big steel beam in there.
So inside is metal?
It's metal.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a steel frame because it's got to be supported on 2 pivot points. The house looks like wood. It's mostly, the structure's all steel.
Oh, so how did you do foundation of this house? Is it the same like foundation type of your mansion, or it's?
Yeah, it's a column and beam. So we did soil tests. We designed the foundation to support the house. Where we're standing is a 4-inch concrete slab with plastic decking on top, and you can kind of notice it if you look closely at the pool. But when it rains, it goes that way and then out to the Barangay Road. All the gutters on the house feed the koi pond. So this is actually a collection structure that routes the water through the koi pond and out to the Barangay Road. We can keep the water clear. It's green now because we haven't had any rain.
Can I ask? Can I guess? Is it the same designer and architecture?
Yeah, the same guy that did the house in Dauin.
Okay.
A friend of ours, Ali Severy.
It's your style.
The floor plan is very standard for Bali. If you rent they call them villas. If you rent a villa in Bali, this is what you get. You get 2 or 3 structures surrounding a swimming pool. So we stole that idea. But then when we built the house, and we built this, we built it to sell. We had just finished a remodel of a Philippine house in Daro, and it was kind of normal. You know, the block was terrible and the concrete was pretty bad and the wood roof was wood. I got the bright idea that we could sell something different and people would pay for quality. And
So it was like investment idea from the beginning.
investment idea from the beginning. And the standard was what I thought someone would want. And I was wrong on, I don't know which was the most wrong. I don't know if the floor plan is just so different for Dumaguete that it's weird, or that people just won't pay. I mean, the roof is very different. All the walls poured concrete. So, I mean, we actually, stainless hardware and Turkish marble floor. I thought that this would be such a wonderful idea. No, we've got the price 22%.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyway, last house, we're not doing another one.
Okay, but you already did second time poured concrete, yeah?
Yeah.
And compared to Filipino design and architecture, mostly 99% using hollow blocks. What do you think about it compared to poured concrete?
I think that it's not a lot cheaper. By the time, labor's cheap, but there's a lot of cement in the plastering.
Yeah.
And you still have, if you get good hollow blocks, that's quite a bit of cement. So if you form and pour it, I'm not sure it's more money. We're still experimenting with it. But if I've got a choice, we'll pour concrete.
It's more reliable, yeah?
What's more reliable? Even the koi pond. The koi pond's concrete. Yeah, we poured the koi pond. Now, is it cheaper? No, but I don't think it's a lot more expensive. And then you know it's going to be fun.
Yeah, but you know, with concrete, pouring concrete, it will last like 50 years more.
Well, how many times have you been on somebody's building project? You drop a concrete block and it shatters.
Yeah. Once I stepped on a hollow block and it became dust, and I realized,
your house is construction.
Yeah. I just stepped on it one accidentally and it became dust, and I thought, what? I didn't know what is it hollow block before I came to the Philippines, because in Russia we mostly use bricks and concrete. We not so often use hollow blocks. I don't know. I'm not really a constructor. Maybe in some areas, but I never saw it.
Well, we do use some hollow block, but we make our own. But that's why it's unreliable. We bought it back in the old days, and you'll get a load that's great, and then the next load, no, they cut corners on everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, and if you're going to count on it for a structure, you can't. To infill, okay, fine, right? It's not taking any weight.
Yeah.
But if you're going to hold something up with hollow block, I don't know how you do that.
Yeah, I agree with you. But why Filipinos don't use bricks? I never saw bricks.
It's not here.
Oh.
You don't see clay deposits, and you don't see the heat.
Oh.
And heat here is expensive, right?
Yeah.
Oil or coal or
Yeah.
it's all imported.
Okay. Yeah, reasonable. Okay, let's look around.
Okay.
Here's kitchen and living area, yeah, with couches, chairs. Oh, it's the same furniture that you have in a big house.
Yeah, that's actually from South Africa. We're selling the house furnished.
Oh.
So it comes with everything. You know, the plates, the forks, everything.
Did you use here any furniture from designers like Cobos Cabana?
We bought it when we lived in South Africa for a different project. And then we when this didn't sell, we just said, okay, that didn't work.
Okay. So
now we're using what we got. So this is from Florida, that's from South Africa. The Kenneth Kabanpwe bed and the master is Cebu, Kenneth Kabanpwe.
Yeah.
The rest of the furniture is from South Africa.
Yeah, it's like from your office, yeah?
Yeah, it's the same order. It's Lazy Boy manufactured in South Africa. The ceilings are wood on a steel frame. So we figured out how to do a steel frame without a crossbar, like a normal house has a truss with a connecting bar. I didn't want that. We wanted spotlights to light up the wood. So to do that, we had to figure out, how do you make a ceiling, how do you do the truss without a cross member? And the answer is, you get a solid sheet of steel and you bolt and weld the connection point. And then you pour the beam and you anchor the supports in the concrete.
Oh,
And then you cover it up
Okay.
with wood to make it look good, but it's steel.
so this one is concrete, yeah?
No, that's all steel.
Oh, it's
The,
steel?
the base
Okay.
across there behind that bottom panel, that's
Okay.
all poured concrete.
Okay, got you.
And since the truss sits up, if you look underneath those, you see the light coming through.
Uh-huh.
That's because they sit on top of the wall and are bolted into a plate. So we cut sheets of glass to put in there
Oh,
to keep the insects
Yeah,
out
yeah, yeah.
and to keep
Yeah,
the air
right,
content.
right.
And to let the light in, because the architectural feature of this room is the ceiling.
yeah,
Right?
very interesting.
Yeah, we want everybody, the idea was everybody walks in, looks at the ceiling and says, okay, that's pretty cool, especially at night because it's lit up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And the floor is an experiment. It's marble from Turkey.
Oh,
Yeah, we thought we'd try it.
very nice.
You either like it or you hate it. Yeah, I mean, it's brown and white. You love it or hate it. I'm kind
Looks
of,
cool.
Yeah.
Steve, and how did you solve another Philippine issue in the Philippines about bugs, about that it would... how is it?
Termites?
Yeah, termites.
The top is, there's a steel frame to hold it up. Then on top of the wood is HDPE liner, a heavy black plastic. Then there's a steel C channel, 6 inches of pink insulation, and then the roof is metal. So
Oh.
basically the termites can't get to the wood.
Can get from outside.
They can't get from
the top,
outside
yeah.
inside. Now they could get from outside underneath the eaves, but then you'd see them.
Okay.
Right. And here, there's no wood touching the ground. I mean, that's normally how they get in. They come up, the wood at the ground gets wet, and they come up in that way. There's no wood touch. This is all concrete and plastic.
Okay, interesting. Yeah.
So, yeah, they could climb underneath the eaves and get up in the timber that way, but I don't see how. But you'd see them.
Yeah, I don't see any damages.
Yeah. Well, that's why we're cool in here for 2 reasons. One, we've got 2 air conditioners in this room. But also because the insulation underneath, that's called Decker roofing. It's a galvanized steel with asphalt and stone chips. We wanted it to look like slate, but I couldn't get slate. Slate, if I could, it's crazy expensive.
Oh,
So this is sold in Cebu. It's imported from somewhere.
okay.
But it's cool in here because of the insulation.
Yeah, because of layers, yeah, on the roof.
Well, and the 6 inches of insulation.
Yeah.
And then there's the steel frame holds those panels. I think
So
they're on
it's
2-foot centers.
Heat outside. Yeah, very, very smart design.
And this wall unfolds. So the concept is you can open up the entire house. You can open this wall, open the master bedroom, open the 2 other bedrooms, and turn off the air, of course, and then just enjoy the pool.
Nice.
So it's the people I designed, well, Ollie designed it, but our target audience was a single guy as a party house. And we had one guy that I thought was going to buy it, a foreigner. And he was going to convert one room to keep one as a guest room and turn the other one into his office. But it was a party house. And then on the other end, we had some Philippine families look at it that liked it because their kids were 10, 12 years old. And their same idea, leave everything open. Let the kids have the run of the property.
Okay, I got your point.
And it's screened.
And you built it in what year?
2020 and finished it in
2020.
21, I think.
So it's less than 4 years.
Yeah, we've never lived in it. It's on Airbnb for $17,000 a night, I think.
Okay. So guys, if you will be near, you have opportunity to stay here before buying if you're interested.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. But actually, it's not so often when you can try house. Yeah.
Let's see if you got annoying dogs and chickens.
Yeah, because sometimes issues they are hidden. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not here, but
No, well, everything we could think of, we did something about it. It's got 2 water supplies. It's got City of Dumaguete water and it's got a deep well.
oh,
Because water pressure, right?
yeah, yeah, right.
I hate, the dripping shower thing. I've
Yeah.
had that. So the well fixed that. And then, the air con we fixed, we put a transformer for the house, which so the voltage drop for Noreco is much better. It's not gone, but it's much better because there's 5 air conditioners in the house.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Split systems, yeah?
split systems. We put all the heat exchangers on the back of the property grouped together, so you don't hear them, and so the heat goes away.
Yeah, what I like about your projects, they're all designed from the beginning. Yeah, everything.
Well, we try to think about things that annoyed us. You know, what did we not like? You know, I don't like to run out of hot water, so we had point of use water at every faucet. So every bathroom's got its own point of use hot water, but you have to have water pressure or they don't work.
Yeah.
Well, okay, everything can be solved. It's just expensive.
Yeah. How about electricity? Do you use solar panels or?
No, this is all direct cut. The utility room, we put room to put a whole house generator, but we didn't put one. So if somebody came in and said, I hate the brownouts, I want a diesel gen set, there's room to do that.
Okay.
And it's by the main panel.
So this room is outside, yes?
Yeah, it's just off behind us. This is the pantry. It's just storage.
Oh, it's
It's the same as the other house, gas range, gas oven,
okay.
and a full bar, a wine cooler, sink,
Yeah.
place for a blender. If I was single, this would be spectacular.
Yeah, it's good fit.
And this is, the gas, washer, dryer, pool pump, and that's where the gen set we got.
So this tank is like for a year.
I don't know how long.
Because we use like 3 or 4 times smaller tank usually, and it's for 3 months.
Yeah.
2-3 months.
It probably depends how much you use the other.
So it's a water pressure tank, yeah, this one?
This is for the pool, that tank is for the depot.
Okay.
That's the pressure tank.
Do you have additional water tanks or pressure tank is enough?
It uses a check valve in the pressure tank.
Yeah.
So what happens is, it's pretty normal. Usually what you see in a house is a small one, about 5 gallons or so.
Yeah.
Just wanted enough surge capacity to support 3 people in the shower all at once. So we put a bigger tank.
And here is room for maids, yeah? So they can stay here, has its own shower, CR. Yeah, nice and clean.
Yeah. We've had a couple of people look at it as a second or a third home. They had business in Dumaguete, and they just leave somebody in the house, like a caretaker / maid.
Yeah. Oh, nice indoor pool.
Yeah, the steps are wide so you can drink. That's a drinking pool.
Okay.
They're nice wide steps so you can get your drink, sit on whichever one you like. Now, if you're single, this is a perfect house.
Yeah, very nice. So cozy.
The ceiling is standard in all 3 buildings, which is actually probably the intent was it's the most noticeable architectural feature. That's kind of what tied the house together. But this is the master. It's got a toilet, bidet, shower, 2 sinks.
Is it a big S-Fan company, this one?
No, it's not. That's a South African fan.
People were very impressed by big S-Fan in the comments. Yeah. Oh, here's another room, yeah.
No, it's a walk-in closet.
Oh, it's a
I
closet.
just got to get the hangers in.
Okay.
Nobody's ever lived here, so, and the Airbnb people have a suitcase usually. So far, nobody's asked. But we need to put curtain rods or clothes hangers.
Okay.
The screen enclosure is very normal in Florida, where I'm from.
So they make shade, yeah, and ventilation at the same
I
time.
couldn't find the steel. We actually had this extruded. We designed the cross section of the beam, and it's because we never done it before, they sell it by the ton.
Uh-huh. No rust.
No rust, and it's really
Yeah.
heavy.
Very cool.
Yeah, I mean, to put the screen on, you basically just climb up on top of it. We had 5 guys up there assembling it. It's not going anywhere. It's already been through one time.
So it's a second bedroom, yeah,
Second bedroom.
for 2 guests.
It's on, each
fine.
bedroom's got its own bath, its own water heater, shower, sliding door, a roller door.
Yeah. And with big ceilings, it's totally different feeling inside, indoor.
It's what we were going for. We wanted it to be open, and especially with the glass.
Yeah.
So,
So you can open every glass in rooms, yeah, and have
yeah, I think they're
one common area. So you can have privacy when you need, and you can have common area if you want to.
Yeah, so if you've got a family with 2 or 3 kids and you want to know what's going on and they have their privacy, but it's open. You
Yeah.
open up all the walls in the house and leave them open. So when you go to bed at night, you just leave all your walls open.
Yeah.
If the parents want to close theirs, fine. But the idea is you can leave the whole house open behind concrete walls, razor wire, spikes.
So, and this is third bedroom.
This is third bedroom. King size bed, its own bath, its own aircon.
Yeah, same style, same design.
Yeah, it's all, we wanted it to be consistent. The same idea, you open the glass wall and
Yeah. Because I saw many videos on YouTube from Bali where people rent a villa like this, live in some 1 bedroom and give for rent another 2 for some digital nomads.
okay.
And they have some sort of small community, like for 3 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms, 5 bedrooms villa, I mean, and work there inside, chilling, hanging out. Yeah.
It's a good concept, but it's very unusual for Dumaguete.
Yeah, I never saw it.
No. Yeah, I thought it would be, somebody would love it and it'd sell in like 2 days. No,
Oh.
no.
You never know until you will try, yeah?
Yeah, we've been trying for a while. But it's, it has to be a good concept. But it's killed us. I mean, some people just don't care for it. Fair enough, right? It
Yeah.
is different. And the guys that loved it just kind of haven't followed through. So we'll see.
Yeah, it has its own idea.
Yeah, and it's unique. It's not like anything else in town.
Yeah,
so
right.
It's close to, I've seen a couple of resorts that were very similar, right? Where they tried to have everything look on the pool or the beach, pick one. So it's sort of a resort feel, but for in-town living, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I think we didn't mention that you can just actually walk from here to Robinson.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even need to drive. It's like 5 minutes or less.
Well, we're 100 meters from the beach. The Barangay Road dead ends on the beach.
Yeah,
And of course, nobody owns the beach, so you can go down there and go wherever you like.
yeah, yeah.
So it's a great location,
Yeah, great.
and it's a great neighborhood, which is why we bought it. Because and Daro's a very nice neighborhood. So
Yeah.
same idea. If it's a little bit dodgy, we've avoided those places.
Yes, Steve, how big is this floor area inside?
200. It's about 200 square meters air conditioned space. There's a lot more than that under roof and underneath the screen enclosure, but that's the air conditioned space.
So 200, it's only bedrooms and this living room, so
Yes.
not included pool area.
Not included pool area, not included the utility room,
Okay.
not included everything under roof.
Yeah.
But that's what we air conditioned.
Yeah, but it feels because of this common area, like 500
Well, the common
meters.
area and it's open, between the high ceilings, which I'm a big fan of high ceilings, and all the glass, it feels a lot bigger than it actually is.
How did you manage construction? Did you manage by yourself or it was Judith?
This one I was here for because I retired. This is the first idea of we can build a good quality house and sell it. Give me something to do. It's kind of like a hobby.
Okay.
This one we had a full-time architect, a guy named Balzar Barcos. Balzar lived here. We don't own it anymore, but we own the old house next door. And that was our construction headquarters. So Balzar, who's from Surigao City, Balzar moved here and he managed the construction day to day. I was here half-time because just to make sure we stuck to the plans. And the same thing, right? So nothing is ever written down perfectly.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of questions. And nobody here had done folding glass walls before. That actually took a lot of back and forth to get them done right. And we hid the track, which next time I won't do because that turned into a real pain in the butt. They're stainless steel bolts in the poured concrete because they're heavy. I mean, think about it. It's tempered glass panel. Yeah. It's very heavy. But yeah, so we had 25-man construction crew. They lived here full time.
And how long did it take to?
This one took about 10 months. 10, probably 11 to finish it. But we could have done it quicker, but we weren't in a huge hurry. We weren't going to move into it. So it wasn't a big push. And then the last 2 or 3 months was COVID. Right. So that would have been early 20. And we were having to get permission to continue work, and we had to cut our crew back from 25 to 11 or 12. And
probably issue with materials, yeah.
Fortunately, that was the latter part of the project. But yeah, City Hardware, our normal construction supplies providers ran out. If they had it in stock, they're happy to sell it. And we were able to get in the stores like everybody else on certain days with certain quarantines and all the profiles. But no stock is no stock. If the ships didn't land, nobody had it.
And what was biggest issues during construction? Can you?
The biggest issue, the hardest thing we did was the glass walls, because we haven't done it before, and none of the crew had done it before. So on paper they're very simple, but to get them balanced and to get the hardware mounted and the beams all lined up, it took us a lot longer than it should have. The roof, the Decra panels, and that you can Google them, DECRA, I love them. It's a great look. They last forever, but we couldn't install them because they're specialty roof materials. So that meant we had to bring a crew in from Cebu, and that cost about twice what I thought it should have. But there you go. We went down that road. We put the frame in, and then it was very expensive. I like the look. I like the material, but it was a pain.
But at the end of the day, you got exactly what you want to.
I'm really happy with it. The ceiling was a technical challenge, but I was really happy with the results.
And Steve, we talked about house, but we didn't mention price.
19.5 furnished.
Okay, so it's in US
340
maybe?
320.
Okay.
It's 58 to 1 now.
Yeah, now it's going up.
Yeah, we're going backwards every day.
Okay, so guys, if you will be near, you can go here, visit, stay here for Airbnb night or several. And if you're interested, you can message me on email. I will put in the description. So you can ask all your questions, and I will connect you with Steve if you really go into buy. Yeah,
okay, deal.
Yeah. Thank you for watching, and see you next videos. Bye bye.
Thanks.